I've only got three things to manage in my life till now. Only three things that I have to manage and endeavor through, which I'm going to explain right now. And in this video, although an abrupt start, I mainly wanted to explain you about the business, academic, and fitness triangle, a quick goods philosophy which I made, and which will probably help you understand my situation even better. How is actually student life going? How are we managing the things and other factors as well? Right. So let's just begin this video without any introduction or something. So let me just get straight into it without just beating around the bush. Okay. So let me just try to focus this thing right here, my camera. Okay, so yeah, now you can probably see it. And now I mainly wanted to explain you about this business triangle, right? So if you see right here, we have on the top academics, business, and fitness. So a human, a person possibly can only focus on two aspects at a time. I can only focus fully into two specific things at a time, at a given day, and at like a specific duration, maybe a month, right? So these are the priorities, these are the things which I have in my life which I actually need to follow, right? So if I try to, I can only, and remember, these are three aspects and I can only focus to only two of them at a time. Now if I try to focus at these two, like if I try to focus at academics and fitness, my business would go away, right? If I try to focus on my academics and business, my fitness would go away. If I try to focus on business and fitness, then my academics would go away, right? So this is a good permutation and combinations thing. You can probably see it, apply the formula whatever you want, but this is the real thing. I can only focus to two aspects at a time, and it is advisable to you, so like you should build your own such structure and visualize your daily routine, visualize your problems, and actually count the aspects which you can actually control, because some things are incontrollable. You have to manage the things. You only have limited 24 hours. Everybody has limited 24 hours in their lives, right? So we can only focus on the two things. As I don't think that some people would have this third aspect which is right here, business, but I am definitely sure that instead of this business aspect they would be having something else, right? Some other aspect as well instead of this business, right? So in my case, you can probably understand it as special. I do not want to want you to consider it, but I am having this business aspect right here as well. So I have three things to manage, right? And the person, now comes the strategy, now comes another psychology. Now the person who focuses on only one of these topics, right? Only one of these things, only one of these things, is a person who is living in delusion. He is completely flabbergasted. He is living under a rock, and it is not good. It is not good. He's living under a delusion. He's living in his own mind, and probably that is termed as fool's paradise, right? You should search it. This is a popular idiom. Make sure to search it after this video. The person who is focusing on only one of these aspects is living in the fool's paradise, and so is a person who is focusing on all of these three things at once, right? Because now the thing is, we are relating another topic what we discussed earlier, the golden mean, the golden ratio. A person can only focus in the middle, right? So the thing is, there are again two extremities, right? Two extreme points. The like first extreme point is the person who focuses on only and only one thing, and the other extreme point is the person who focuses on all of these three things. But the golden mean, the correct ratio, the actually good thing, the where the truth lies is you can only focus on two things. So the person who focuses on two things is the one who is actually winning, right? I do believe that your priorities keep on changing. For example, if we just have a normal, for example, let's just take a rubber band and or maybe draw some random circles. So firstly, I guess the circle would be drawn right here, like depending on your changing priorities. A circle could be drawn this ways, a circle could be drawn this way, and it could be drawn this way as well. So these are all of the possible combination. If you have another combination, do let me know. I have not heard of any other combination that you can make out of these triangles, right? Of two, right? So this is the thing. If you're only focusing, let us dive deeper into this. So if you're only focusing on fitness, you are just a second. So if you're only focusing on fitness, you are only doing that. You are only doing that. You do not have any connection with academics. You do not have any connection with business. So how can you actually go into the fitness, right? And same with academics. The person who studies 12 hours a day, 8 hours a day, 9 hours a day, 10 hours a day, right, and does not keep his health fit, is not fit, is not into the business, what's the purpose of that? The person who is actually all into the business, although some people prefer this option, if a person is fully into the business, he will definitely see the result from his business side, he will earn money. But what about his fitness, what about his schooling, right, what about his academics? If they are important to him, right, priorities keep on changing. And there is also another important thing, like you also might have like certain examples of people who are at the extreme points, who are at like the first extreme point following only one thing at a time, and at the other extreme point following all three things at a time. You might have some example, you must have some ironic example of like various famous people, that bro, this guy did only one thing, he went all into this, and this guy did everything, he is all rounder. But count me on this, you can write it, I am proving it. You will definitely find fewer examples on the extremity side, on the left side and the right side, as compared to in the middle. So the golden mean ratio, this philosophy actually states that it is actually the balance, and most people lie, most successful aspirant, most successful person actually lie in the center, who focuses on two things rather than going all into one thing or focusing at three things at a time, right? This is very, very important. So I hope you understood this thing, good like triangle structure which we made. And this triangle structure is actually, you know, used in time, speed, distance questions, where they put like time, speed, distance in this and find the things, like they cover one side, for example they cover this side, and they find the formula of this, they cover this side, and same goes here. So we can also have a similar triangle structure right here. If you cover academics, right, if you don't go into academics, so you have these things to follow. If you're not going into the business, you have this thing, right? Not going into fitness, you have these things. And similarly, if you're not going into the business, you have these things to follow, right? So probably if you ask me where do I stand, I am probably, it is also very important, I am actually lying somewhere right here. Academic fitness, I am lying somewhere here. Okay. Academics to fitness, currently my goal is this, right? But priorities keep on changing, it keeps revolving. So yeah, this is a thing which I wanted to share today, and I hope you liked today's video. And if you learned something new from it, make sure to comment, and it keeps me motivated, keeps me hype. We are already more than like 40 days into this, and I hope to continue this series even further. And for now, peace out guys, peace out. Today's video was really good.